We've never cried in the same video before. Guys, you'll probably see this on my channel and my dad's. We can't find Smokey right now. The thing with LGDs, she is in heat. Where we live, we keep kind of a secret for obvious reasons, where mom and dad live. But like we've mentioned, the big neighborhood across the street, just like the fine folks that watch this video, you guys that are watching this, they treat their animals like kids. And if Smokey was that way, they'd bring her home. There's also a private Facebook group in that neighborhood that's to the tune of probably 600 people. And we've already shared a picture of Smokey and asked for help, but she's not here this morning. The fence is down. It's a spot where the fence was getting more and more stressed. You know, this fence stretches, and it's a possibility that a critter jumped on the fence, like a coyote or something, or a raccoon, stretched it enough or strained it enough that it knocked it down, and then Smokey gave it chase. Probably early morning if it was a raccoon. But the problem is she's gone. Like, we've been all over the neighborhood. Ray and Mom and Adler are back at the house, and Ray and Grandma. And we've driven all over. We've called her name. The only other place she could be is, like we mentioned, there's about a 400-acre tract of land over there. But that creek's probably 40, 50 feet wide.
Yeah, I've walked.
You've been down in it.
The folks know it's where I show the sunrise.
Where you see that sunrise.
Where the beefy boys got loose.
But there's, at some point there's a creek though that's like 50 wide.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a creek that a dog just crosses, especially one that's never been around water.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go drive over there. I mean, it's unlikely she's there, but I've got to try. I'm gonna never give up.
We've reached the point now where we've looked so much where there's 3 outcomes. Somebody took her, like the fence wasn't stretched, it wasn't a raccoon, somebody just took her. But they would have had to back up in Mr. Charlie's yard or walk over. I don't know. If somebody pinned her up, like we've told you guys, and our buddies at Hidden Heights, Kevin and Rachel, you can't just take an LGD inside. They'll chew through your walls. So somebody has her tucked away. These are options. These are possibilities. They would have to take her and put her up, because we walked through this neighborhood over here, Ray and I did, and there's dogs barking like crazy. She would not be quiet. There's no way. She'd come through a window. That's just an LGD thing. But
we've looked along the roads, just, you know, in case she got hit, and you know, I've been through the woods over there.
Our neighbor, who we don't have any neighbors here that we don't trust. They're all awesome. And the one directly, what is that, east, he was out cutting firewood. What time did he get there this morning?
Well, he stayed the night.
Yeah, he spent the night out there.
He hadn't seen her yet, but you know, this could have been, I mean, I left last night around 3:30 and they were all here. So I know she didn't come out. You know, I'm thinking it was after dark.
Yeah. Sometime.
And I'm just hoping now, like on Facebook, that somebody puts her picture and says, hey, we found her. I mean,
and we'll call the humane societies.
Yeah.
We'll do due diligence, but
right now, other than just getting in the cars and driving around again, I don't know how far a dog can roam on her own.
We also understand when a dog's in heat, sometimes they disappear for days. I'm not trying to counter it, I'm just telling you so you guys know, but there's no rogue dogs here. This is a neighborhood. They can't be running free. They do get picked up. Like where the new farm is, there's 2 or 3 dogs that could find her and draw her away from the farm. You know what I mean? They're just rogue dogs. It's just a farm area. This isn't farm area.
It's a 1/3 of a mile to a fairly busy, it's not a highway, but it's a go-between between the 2 towns. I mean, she could have gone that way and crossed over.
And can't get back, or...
And then to go that way to a fairly, not an interstate, but another 4-lane highway is
But it's 2 or 3 miles.
It's miles that way.
And I know they can travel. I know they can. But the thing is that how much land I'll edit out the last name.
115 acres.
So there's over 100 acres for her to cross that way.
Yeah,
there's 400 that way. That way there's probably 400 acres, but there's probably 600 houses on it.
Yeah, I mean that way.
And this way, the 1/3 of a mile that way is the road he's talking about.
So she puts her nose to the ground when she gets out and just never stops. Is that how it works? I don't understand. You know, I'm.
And the 2 times that she has gotten out, she just runs over to the highlands.
Yeah,
and just hangs out.
And hangs out
like she just
barks at
like
me
she's
and jumps
excited.
around and-
I'm confident in 3 outcomes. Unfortunately, she got hurt and she can't come back. Someone took her that does not live in the walking, shouting distance.
You know, if they took, yeah, go ahead. 3rd one.
Or she's in heat and has found a buddy and hormones have taken over because it's the first time she's ever done this. Now, she's been in heat before, but this would be the first time she got out while she was in heat. But the thing is I ordered Apple AirTags the other day, and I was talking to a friend that's in law enforcement, and the first thing people do now when they find a dog that they want is take the collar off. Another thing that they run into where this person works is ransom issues, where they will take a dog that's attractive and hold it for a week or 2 and wait till there's an reward. So that's an option. And then they literally steal the dog for the reward.
I'll tell you what, I better not. I'm not even going to tell you what I would do if I see her in somebody's yard.
But there's even dogs over here that bark like crazy, and I think she'd be drawn to them, but she's not over there. And these houses right here are real tight, like everybody knows everybody. We don't live in an area where somebody would just pin one up a block away. I don't believe we have that.
Praying. I guess you can pray for the return of animals. I don't know, but I am. I know everybody else will be too when they hear this, but I came down to film this morning, and once I hit the gate and didn't see Smokey, I knew. And you know, I checked the gates that we closed, and they were closed, and then I walked the perimeter and spot, and I knew. So folks, I quit filming because I couldn't. My heart's not in it right now.
You can look right here over Dad's shoulder. See that fence I was just mashed right there? A limb fell and took that out, and it was down for probably 12 hours and she didn't get out. So something enticed her. She wanted something happened, or she's a big old dog. It takes somebody Dad and I size to carry her. You can't just pick her up.
Yeah, I did, but you wouldn't carry. You're not carrying her far.
Yeah.
And another thing too, you know, when she's gotten out before, because I let the gate open, even for me to get her to stop takes a lot. She would come to me, but she is very intuitive. You know, when you start to grab her, she knows. So for her just to go to somebody would be very unusual. I'm just hoping she's roaming around and comes back.
I have hope that she'll just come bebopping down the street here in a minute with a smile on her face like, hey guys.
Yeah, I was just down the street.
Where y'all been?
Well, and hoping somebody on Facebook puts a picture on there or something. We check that all the time. And
it's all right, man.
Ain't all right now. I'll tell you that right now. Good.
We actually have a,
Dang it.
we got her a buddy that we hadn't told you about. Coming from the same farm she came from almost 2 years ago. And he'll be here in a couple weeks. And the reason we hadn't moved into the new farm yet is we're still waiting on closing. And we know that land's gonna be ours. We're not scared of it. But when we pull Smokey off this farm, we've got to really fortify these chickens and stuff like that. And it was just the timing of it. You guys know how it is. We weren't trying to move her early. We weren't trying to move her late. There was no rush to move her. We were actually told also to take the new dog to the new property first, and let him get established because he's a puppy, and then bring Smokey to the puppy, because Smokey's not going to look at the farm like it's hers yet and the new dog is invading. Like if we brought a new dog here right now, it's not that he's a threat, but this is her farm. So there was an order we were working in.
Well, and here's another thing too, you know, we're not in a situation like you're going to be out there where you've got hundreds of acres around you. I know we talk about that, but we've got...
This is a private, you can't go over there.
We're in the city, actually. We're on
barely,
we've got 15 acres that is surrounded pretty much. We know we've got, but people, suburbs here and there. So it's not like we have to have a lot of, there's not a lot of strangers coming in. And
well, and it's almost,
these people live here, and all that, you know, they don't come looking for animals and dogs. So it's,
nobody drives down these roads looking to take things or break into places, because there's a serious neighborhood watch over there. There's 3 or 4 highway patrol, a couple sheriff's deputies.
Right. So having cameras and all that kind of secure, all that kind of thing is really not necessary. We're right here.
Well, and you can't, so at the front of the new property, I've mentioned a camera, and it's pasture. So we're able to do that. But out here, Dad and I would have to have 50 or 60 cameras to cover every angle. There's no way. That spot where she got out is not a spot that's ever been an issue. I wouldn't have put a camera over there.
No.
It wouldn't have aimed at anything relative. No. There's no way. I would have had cameras on probably the gates, if anything, and then maybe one aerial view, but the aerial view can't, this is like an L shape. It just, I'm over explaining this, but you guys know what I'm saying. Other than most of the lots out here being an acre, this is equivalent to losing a dog in a neighborhood. It's just in some neighborhoods,
good description.
In some neighborhoods, the lots are like, you know, a 1/4 acre or 0.2 acres. These are an acre, but this is the equivalent of losing a dog in a neighborhood. Like she's not able to come home. Something is keeping her from getting back. That's what's tough. If you see this on Dad's channel here in a couple seconds, you'll hear good news and see Smokey. If you don't, it's just how it is right now, and we won't keep it a secret. We won't build suspense. We will let you know as soon as we know something. Just open the back. Let's get a smaller dog next time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Smokey, you have been an adventurous girl. Girlfriend. Whoa. See ya.
Morning, everybody. Chad, Adler Farms.
Ray with Ray's Ranch and Rescue.
You're still, this is
You
Adler
got
Farms.
it, you got it.
This is Adler Farms. You post a couple videos, get more views than mine, and now all of a sudden, this is Ray's Ranch and Rescue. Anyway, yeah.
Go see me instead.
Can't wait to go to Florida with you, babe. So the video you guys just watched, we're at my old house, by the way. I still have it until mid-July. So I'm kind of using it like a storage unit. Power's still on, water's still on, the turtles are in there. A lot of you guys have asked. Bunch of stuff in the house. There's still a giant freezer with a whole lot of beef that we come back and just take out as we need for the beefy boys. And anyway, the plan is to like build a shop at the new place first, get what's in here moved there, then slowly get this house empty and stuff like that. But isn't this gorgeous? This is where we live for a little bit. So neighbor's house. But my awesome landlord, I got to show you something. You guys, I don't know how long you've been with the channel, but we had a rental house that flooded and the landlord wasn't very nice. And we had to find a place to go really quick. like really, really quick. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I'll tag a couple videos about where you need to go to see that. But anyway, this landlord and his lovely wife, awesome family, they took us in, and you know, when you go rent a place, you have to explain what you do for a living, and they'd never heard of what I do for a living. But yeah, I got a couple months left on this lease, and yesterday he mowed it for me because he's awesome. I hope he sees this. But just another blessing in my life a few months back I didn't share with you guys in great detail. But the video you just watched was one of the scariest and roughest days of my farming career and life, that is for sure. That was pretty rough. We just need to load him, right? Also, we have a new animal, and I can't show you yet. Hang on, I have to get permission to show you. Can I show him? No, I better wait. We got something. Can I say his name?
Yeah.
We got an Eddie. You guys know what an Eddie is?
You will very soon.
But the Eddie family, Rustic Woodworking family, got him for us. Well, not got him for us. We wanted to go to day 2 of the auction and we couldn't. So I called my buddy Brandon. I said, dude, we really want this thing. You got to get it.
You bet here to get up there. So this one, 34, 34, have a quarter, 3/4 half, 350, 75, behind you, 375, 4/4, sold 500, my number. 197, all right, congratulations, 197.
That they got on a new.
No.
Y'all got a new emu.
240 was a lot of work, thank you.
But he is Ray's first rescue.
He is a real, true rescue, and that is why he's going to Florida with us, because I have to keep my eye.
That's why.
I have to keep my eye on him, and I have to take care of him, and I have to keep giving him his medicine. So we're loaded down and heading to Florida with Eddie.
Yep. Now we bought him at the auction. In her video, we'll explain more about why we call him a rescue. It's not like we took him from somewhere, but if we didn't buy him, I'm not sure somebody, I don't know where he would have wound up, but he was not going to get the care that we've provided, that's for sure. But
you'll find out why.
Another thing too, there's never been an Eddie on a beach. Let's put it that way. So anyway, see you in a minute.